your story. And the reason why universal search has changed the way Google is going to be displaying results and video getting top treatment, people don't want to read text anymore. Okay, when you come back with a search result, a search page, and you see all this text, and one of the things you will see is that a video pops right out because it has pictures on it.
Right.
And that's the same thing with what you're delivering out there. Don't make somebody read and look at a schematic. Those are nice things to add on, but you can tell your story online easily. And webisodes can be crafted to tell your story, can be to position you as an expert. You can do expert interviews. I think we have some different ancillary providers in here. You can interview your mortgage professional, your escrow professional. You can interview your inspectors. Those types of people to put content out there that adds value to your clients and people that are looking for you online. So webisodes can be a lot of different creative things. You can check out our secrets and some of our how-to videos there as well. But when consumers go to the internet, all right, they're probably not going to search for an agent. They're going to search for homes, listings. And the top 3 things you may want to jot down and know this, the internet empowered consumers as it relates to real estate are looking for. Number 1 is listings, by far and away. So when we talk about your website, your agent website, listings need to be prominently displayed. Your IDX engine is your most powerful resource that you'll have on your personal website. And then how you display listings is critically important too. How you display neighborhoods, because community information is another very important thing of the top 3. Displaying community, and that's where video can fit in too. Community tours. And really showing details of what happens in a community. That's powerful video content, but community information is important. And I'll show you a website that's coming together locally and with some stuff that Dunham's done as well. And then rich media. Having listings with photos, with video, as much as you can there. These are the things that consumers are craving. They're demonstrated, they're surveyed. NAR's recent information tells us that 89% of consumers want video and rich media for their listings. Photos are right in there, but it's rated as very important. And that's a significant change. You need to be wrapping your mind around this and figuring out ways to do that. And again, we make it full service for you. Let's start out. So consumer goes to do a search. Consumer goes out and they're searching for real estate. They're on Google. The odds are, we'll start from more of a global perspective here and drill down to your personal business. But when I say global, there are large real estate websites that your listings automatically appear on, right? Sites like Realtor.com, sites that with syndication partners like us, you're going to appear on the big ones like Trulia and Zillow and some of these kinds of things. So let's start there at these big websites and show you how to leverage that and be most effective there. Then we'll drill down into some specific things you can do. But we go here, for example, to Realtor, and I show Realtor.com not because I'm a raving fan of Realtor.com, all right? As a service organization, they're not maybe the top notch, and they certainly have ways to extract many dollars from you guys, their membership, all right? But it is valuable because it's the #1 traffic real estate website by far. Without question, the top 3, add them up, they don't have the same traffic that Realtor.com does. So they're part of the process, an important part of the process. And what they tell us is listings with rich media, with video, with featured tours, receive 52% more showings, more views than listings without. One thing I'll show you here is the reason that is you see the sort by feature here? Consumers can sort by, the system automatically sorts it by how many photos you have. But consumers are sorting by featured tours. They want to see the rich media. Colleen, you mentioned that consumers are looking, they're not reading too many descriptions, they're getting right into photos and video and anything they can get. So we automatically can syndicate the featured tours up there, and these icons indicate that. This icon here indicates that there is a tour on there. So let me look and see what we have here. These guys are all doing a pretty decent job. But there's a program that Realtor.com offers, and it's Showcase Listings. They offer a lot of programs. They're going to try and advertise and get you to advertise a lot of different ways. I recommend not doing anything other than Showcase Enhanced Listings. What that does is it gives you the ability to control your homes and how they show, what the descriptions look like, how many photos you can get. If you're a non-Showcase member, we'll show you what that looks like. You're limited quite a bit in what happens. So I'll just go through that quickly. We'll look at a non-Showcase. How do I know this is a non-Showcase? Because it doesn't have any of this banner type tools. Let's look at this actually for a second here. You can, as a Showcase Enhanced subscriber, you can control some of this stuff. And what I'm going to talk about, not extensively in this session, but a call to action is very, very important. A call to action is important for you to put in anything you put in print media for sure. Any newspaper, any flyer, anything like that. But you can leverage your calls to action here as well. So what I would encourage you to do in this versus classic beach home, why don't you say view online commercial of this home at, and maybe put the address.com, the property website that we may have created for you. View this, and I know this because we did one, okay? So view online commercial at www.1200thestrand.com. That's just gives somebody a little something more to think about. Your objective, if somebody finds you on a large real estate portal, if they find you in your property on Realtor.com, if they find you on Trulia or Zillow or HotPads or Oodle or wherever we're distributing the media out to, is to extract that consumer to your personal marketing. Does that make sense? That is your objective on any of this global advertising that you get. You want to compel them to make the next click to land on your website or your personal marketing. So put calls to action. That may not be the only one. Heck, you could say view this home and search the MLS at. You want to become the trusted source of information. Does that make sense? Somebody may have identified Google, but they trust local sources more. You want to become that trusted and respected local source of information. That's one of the phenomenons of Web 2.0, and you hear about recommendations and reviews are very important today. A site like Yelp, as an example, you go to Yelp and if you're going to find a restaurant, you'll find lots of information if it's a decent restaurant or not. So peer review is more important than what a brand or an advertiser says more and more today, especially on the internet. So again, that means information being local is trusted more than some big global, brand. And again, you want to become that trusted source. So that's one way. Calls to action. And you can leverage them right on the front page of this. So let's click into a non-showcase listing really quickly. And when you look at a non-showcase listing, who's being advertised?
Fingerhut.
Fingerhut, right? Where's the agent? Smell what I'm cooking on that one? Mm-hmm. Okay. First of all, you're not impressed. You know who else is not going to be impressed with that? Your client's not going to be impressed with that at all. Okay. You can't control the information. It's just generic bullet points, and you're going to get 4 images on Realtor.com. Just that's what the MLS pushes over. So it's automatically there, which is good. There's no charge for this, which is good. However, the display leaves a lot to be desired. As a non-showcase subscriber. So
what does Realtor.com charge for a showcase listing?
$99, I believe.
It's a sliding.
Depends on the number of listings you have
Correct.
each year.
It's a sliding scale. There is an entry-level price that's super reasonable, maybe a couple $100 for the year. But the way they gauge it is how many listings you do per year. So there's tiered. Maybe 0 to 10 is $200. 10 to 20 is $500 for the year. But it's a good investment for these reasons.
But you have to pay about $400 a year to even enhance them.
Yeah.
So the showcase enhanced.
That's what I pay. That's what I'm paying.
So you're a showcase subscriber. So as a showcase enhanced listing person, you pay $400 for the year. That's what I'm talking about. You can come in and do these kinds of things to your listings.
I've been paying it for this is my 5th year now.
But it's because of how many listings you have. The judge.
So we could look at this and see that obviously big difference. Number one, the agent is prominently displayed. And you can have your photo. And what I kind of talk about here is this is like a electronic yard sign, right? If you take a listing, you want to put a yard sign out in front. Would you agree? With your branding, your contact information, you want to do the same thing here, and have your